Hi, my name is Jay, and I'm here to talk about an incident that happened in our town of Topeka on August 15th. It was reported on the news and in the newspaper that a person had been attacked on the Shunga Trail. They were injured and they were transported to the hospital in serious but not life-threatening condition. Now, if you're not from Topeka, the Shunga Trail is our trail system, and it is used by hundreds of people every day. Really, it's bicyclists and mommies pushing strollers and little kids riding their bikes and kids running around where the little creek area is. It's a very popular part, an important part of our town. So the next day I thought, well, maybe we'll hear an update on really what happened. Well, we didn't. And all they did was use the word incident. Don't know if it's a male, a female, nothing. Now, being in a town where people work in hospitals, people know people, I start hearing rumors that it was actually a rape. I was so furious that they were not sharing this news with our town, because by not doing that, everybody was still using the trail. Women, men, kids, babies. Because nobody knew what it was. Nobody knew that there was danger in that area. Where's the attacker? We have no idea. We don't know. And nobody knows what happened. Nobody. So how does our town, how does our city council, how does our police department justify not sharing this very important information to this town? And to be honest, I have talked about this for the last couple of days, and you would be surprised how many people were not even aware that this had happened. So as time went on, I kept kind of hearing a little bit and getting a little bit more of the story. Well, a couple of days ago, I found out really what happened. And it was a woman. She was raped. She was battered. She was in serious condition, and she is still in the hospital 2 weeks later. Who stays in a hospital for 2 weeks? Nobody. She's in very bad condition. And so I called the newspaper. I knew somebody there, and I said, hey, can you tell me what's going on about this case? And he said, oh my God, he goes, we are all so mad and upset that the police will not share this news. Because, he says, I have family that use the trail. We all have family. We all have kids. I use the trail. A lot of women have always felt safe walking it by themselves. And by not sharing this information with anybody, everybody was just kind of maintaining the same old, same old. And I know for a fact that a lot of women walk that trail by themselves. So, as a rape victim myself, it just triggered. And maybe I'm reacting more than somebody else is going to react. I don't know. But the thing is that along with this conversation about hearing what happened to her, a comment was made that said, well, maybe if she wouldn't have had her AirPods in her ears. Now, do you know what that does to somebody when a woman says that about another woman who has been raped? She's blaming the woman, and she's thinking she's okay with the rapist. She is okay with the rapist because that woman had earpods in her ears. That is such bullshit. I cannot begin to tell you. And how another woman can say that about a woman who has been raped and attacked, and you have the nerve to say that? That had nothing to do with what happened. In my case, I took all the blame because I was drunk. And you know what? I lived with that guilt and shame for half of my life. But you know what? No. Did he have a right to do that to me? No. Did I do anything about it? No. Because you know why? It's because of people like that woman who said that about the earpods. It's my fault. It's my fault. You were drunk. Why were you there? So, as we see what's going on in our country, a lot of women's rights are being taken away or trying to be taken away. And for whatever reason, because I have put things I'm with equal means equal. And I'll share news about that. I'll talk about it. And for some reason, that does not seem to have an impact on women like it did back, say, in my day, in the 70s. So I'm going to say in the 70s, many of our lives were affected by laws. Pay. I can remember being asked, are you going to have a baby? Are you on birth control pill? I can remember being fondled by my boss. I mean, unacceptable behavior. And a lot of that is still around. And a lot of that is being accepted by the women because they do not want to say anything. So in regard to this case, I'm hoping I hear from the newspaper. I have a letter in. I'm hoping I will hear something tomorrow, maybe. If not, I'll go down there because I want this dealt with. This is so wrong and so careless and so dismissive of us. Just dismissive when these kind of things happen to women and they just go, oh, we're not going to talk about it. No, that is so wrong. You did not care about the women of your town. And not only is this the police department, the Parks and Recreation Department, it's our city government. The governor lives in our town. We have a female governor. Why wasn't she raising hell about this? I want to know this because it's just getting worse in our country. It's a misogynistic country. Patriarchal. They do not care. We are not cared about. Think of her. Think of her. Oh, but it's not life-threatening. Bullshit. Her whole sense of self is threatened. And then to have a woman. And this woman who said this about the earpods, she's not the only one who said that. What is wrong with women like you? I don't understand you, how you could say that. I am so mad, but I had to promise that when I put this little speech on, that I would not be over emotional, hysterical, screechy. So it's taken me 3 days to be able to discuss this like this. So just look out because this is going to be dealt with. This was so wrong. And if there are women who think, oh, this is, no, we don't care about this. We don't care about this. She had earpods in. It didn't matter. She was walking on the trail. It doesn't matter. You better sit back and think and maybe look at your daughters and look at your granddaughters and think about your life maybe 30 or 40 years ago. Maybe you don't know. This also there was another rape victim in the conversation besides me. When things like this are said, it is so heartbreaking and so triggering and so hateful that you can't get rid of it. I don't know how long this is going to stay with me, but it's going to be with me for a while. So I hope when this happens, and whatever's going to happen, I don't know. But when it does, I hope there is support. I hope there are women. I hope there are men. I hope there are young people, because this is wrong. Of the capital city of Kansas treating this the way they are, it's wrong. And I do understand the people who this happened to do not want it known. And I don't know them. I don't know who they are. All I know is what happened. But they also, there's so much shame. There's so much that goes with this that they're afraid. She doesn't want to say anything, and I don't blame her. And I understand that. Nobody needs to know who anybody is other than they have arrested the attacker Friday. And she can be silent. She does not have to say anything, because there's plenty of us who can take her place and let her know that this is wrong and that she is cared for and that we do care for her. And it's going to be shown. I'm going to be right there. So here we go. I don't know if it's going to happen this week, but I hope I hear from somebody tomorrow. If not, I will make phone calls, because we all know how it all goes. Do they answer the email? And I think I do trust the person who I emailed. It's just, it's holiday and everything gets in the way. But something is going to happen this week regarding this incident. Thanks for listening.